Hello everyone. In today's class, we will see some questions based on sequences and series. The images used in our slide deck are for educational purposes only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and honor of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ec.in and we shall remove the images. Let's start with question number 1. Question number 1 says that we have to find the value of 1 square plus 3 square plus 5 square till 25 square. So, after 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part. So, we have to find the value of 1 square plus 3 square plus 5 square till 25 square. Now, let's take this as S. So, S is equal to 1 square plus 3 square plus 5 square till 25 square. Now, you can see that this is square of summation of odd numbers, right? So, add even numbers to it and subtract the even numbers to it, right? So, now the summation has becomes 1 square plus 2 square, like add 2 square plus 4 square plus 6 square and subtract the same 2 square plus 4 square plus 6 square till 24 square. So, the summation is 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square till 25 square minus 2 square plus 4 square plus 6 square till 24 square. Now we know that we know the summation formula. The formula is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 upon 6. Now take 2 square common in this expression. So when we take 2 square common, it will become 2 square into 1 plus 2 square plus 3 square till 12 square. Now we apply the formula 25 into 25 plus 1 plus 2 into 25 plus 1 upon 6 minus 4 into 12 into 12 plus 1 plus 2 into 12 plus 1 upon 6. So after solving, we get 2925 as answer. So I think option A is the right choice. Now let's move to question number 2. It says, if the function f satisfies the relation fx plus y is equal to fx plus fx into fy for all natural numbers xy, and f1 is equal to 2, and we have to find, and summation of r is equal to 1 to n, f of a plus r is equal to 16 2 to the power n minus 1. Then we have to find natural number a. So after 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part. Now, we know that f2 can be written as f1 plus f1 plus 1, right? 2 can be written as 1 plus 1. Now, it is given that fx plus y is equal to fx into fy. So f1 into f1 is basically 2 in 2 square, right? Because f1 is basically 2. So f1 into f1 is 2 square, and f3 can be written as f of 2 plus 1, right? So it will become f2 into f1, and f2 is, what is f2? f2 is 2 square and f1 is 2 again. So f3 is 2 cube, right? So similarly, we found that fn is 2 to the power n, right? And it is given that 16 into 2 to the power n minus 1 is equal to summation of r is equal to 1 to n f of a plus r, and which is equal to summation of f of a plus r can be written as 2 to the power a plus r. So which is equal to summation of r is equal to 1 to n 2 to the power a plus r. Now 2 to the power a is constant because a is a natural number. So take 2 to the power a common. So 2 to the power a into 2 plus 2 square plus 2 cube till 2 to the power n. Now this is GP. So 2 to the power a into, the summation is a into a to the power r minus 1 upon a minus 1. So 2 into 2 to the power n minus 1 upon 2 minus 1. So after solving this, we get 2 to the power a plus 1 is equal to 16. 2 to the power n minus 1 will cancel both sides. So a plus and 16 can be written as 2 to the power 4. So a plus 1 is equal to 4. So a is 3. So I think option B is the right choice. Now let's move to the next question, question number 3. It says that if the sum of an infinite GP is 7 by 2 and sum of the squares of its term is 147 by 16, then sum of the cubes of its term is. Let's move to the solution part. Okay, so the solution is, let GP be AR square, and since it is infinite GP and mod R is less than 1. Now according to question, it is infinite GP. So A upon 1 minus R is basically 7 by 2. This implies A square and sum of the squares of its term, right, is also in GP. So A square upon 1 minus R square is 147 upon 16. Now on eliminating A, when we eliminate A from this to this, we get 147 upon 16, 1 minus R square is equal to 7 by 2 square into 1 minus R square. After solving this in terms of R, we get R as 1 by 7 and A as 3. Now we have to find the sum of cubes of its term. So it is also in GP. So we find that A cube upon 1 minus R cube is the summation. So A is 3 and R is 1 by 7. So 3 cube upon 1 minus 1 by 7. So answer is 1029 upon 38. Option D is right choice. Let's move to question number 4. The sum of infinite series 5 upon 13, 55 upon 13 square plus 555 upon 13 cube till infinity. So let's move to the solution part after 10 seconds. Now, S is given as 5 by 13 plus 55 upon 13 square plus 555 upon 13 square till infinity. Now, divide both sides by 13. So, S by 13, since R is 1 by 13, right? So, S, what we do? We do basically SR, right? SR and shift the new equation by 1 and subtract this, right? This was the basic mechanism. So, S by 13 is basically 5 by 13 square, 55 by 13 cube till infinity. Now we subtract, we shift the equation 2 by one step. So this will subtract with this will subtract with this, and so on. On subtracting equation 2 from equation 1, we get S minus S by 13 is 12 S by 13. This 5 by 13 will be left. So 55 upon 13 square minus 5 upon 13 square is 50 upon 13 square. Here 500 upon 13 cube till infinity. Now S is equal to basically 13 by 12 into 5 by 13 plus 5 by 13 divided by this. This term is basically infinite GP having common ratio as 10 upon 13, right? So A upon 1 minus R. A is 5 upon 13, right? A is 5 upon 13. Clear? So, and common ratio is 10 upon 13. So A upon 1 minus R, right? So we get 65 upon 36 as answer. So I think option C is the right choice. Let's move to question number 5. Given sum of first n terms of an AP is 2n plus 3n square. Another AP is formed with same first term and double of the common difference. The sum of n terms of the new AP is. So let's move to the solution after 10 seconds. So the sum of first n terms of AP is this, right? So T1 is basically S1, right? So as T1 can be found by S1. So 2 into put n is equal to 1, 2 into 1 plus 3 into 1 square is equal to 5. Now T2 is basically S2 minus S1, right? So 16 minus 5. S2 is 2 into 2 plus 3 into 2 square is 16. T2 is 11. So T3 is S3 minus S2. S3 can be calculated as 2 into 3 plus 3 into 2 square is equal to 33. So T3 is S3 minus S2, which is 17. Now the sequence is 5, 11, 17, right? A is equal to 5 and D is equal to 6. Now, for new AP having first term 5 and common difference twice. Common difference is double of the common difference, right? So D is 2 times 6, which is 12. So Sn dash is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into D. By putting value of a and D, we get Sn dash is 6n square minus n. So I think option B is the right choice. Let's move to the next question. Question number 6. For theta belongs to 0 to pi by 2, if x is equal to summation of n equal to 0 to infinity cos to the cos power 2n theta, y is equal to summation of n equal to 0 to infinity sin to the power 2n theta, and z is summation of n is equal to 0 to infinity cos to the power 2n theta sin to the power 2n theta, then we have to calculate x, y, z. So let's move to the solution part after 10 seconds. Okay, the sum of three infinite GPs are basically this is infinite GP, right? So x is basically 1 upon 1 minus cos square theta, since common difference is cos square theta, right? So it is 1 upon sin square theta. Similarly, y is 1 upon cos square theta and z is 1 upon 1 minus cos square theta sin square theta. Now let's calculate 1 by x plus 1 by y. So 1 by x is sin square theta and 1 by y is cos square theta, right? So 1 by x plus 1 by y is 1. After solving this, we get x plus y is xy, right? Now 1 by z is basically 1 minus cos square theta sin square theta, right? Now let's calculate 1 by 1 minus xy, right? 1 minus 1 by xy is xy minus 1 upon xy, right? So xy is basically xyz minus z. So xyz is xy plus z, which is equal to, and xy is basically x plus y. So xyz is x plus y is plus z, right? So I think option B is the right choice. Let's move to the question number 7. If 1 upon 1 to the power 4 plus 2, 1 upon 2 to the power 4 plus 1 upon 3 to the power 4 till infinity is pi to the power 4 upon 90, then 1 by pi to the power 4, 1 upon 1 to the power 4 plus 1 by 3 to the power 4 plus 1 by 5 to the power 4 till infinity is equal to. So let's move to the solution part after 10 seconds. Okay, let S is equal to 1 by 1 to the power 4 plus 1 by 3 to the power 4, that is 1 by summation of odd numbers, consecutive odd numbers to the power 4 till infinity. Now, it is given that 1 by 1 to the power 4 plus 1 by 2 to the power 4 plus 1 by 3 to the power 4 till infinity is pi to the power 4 upon 90. So, it is given that 1 by 1 to the power 4 plus 1 by 3 to the power 4 till infinity plus 1 by 2 to the power 4 plus 1 by 4 to the power 4 till infinity is pi by 4 to the power 90, right? Because summation of this is this one. Now, 1 by 1 to the power, we know that 1 by 1 to the power 4 plus 1 by 3 to the power 4 till infinity is basically we have to calculate. So, this is S that we have to calculate. S plus take 1 by 2 to the power 4 as common, then we get 1 by 1 to the power 4 plus 1 by 2 to the power 4 again till infinity, right? And 1 by 2 to the power 4 is 16. So S plus 1 by 16 into, now this summation of this term is given as pi to the power 4 upon 90. So pi to the power 4 upon 90, and which is equal to pi to the power 4 upon 90, right? After taking this term another side, so S is becoming pi to, take pi to the power 4 upon 90 as common. So 1 minus 1 by 16. So answer is pi to the power, after solving, answer is pi to the power 4 upon 96. So I think option A is the right choice. Let's move to the next question. Question number 8. If Sn is the sum of first n terms of a GP, An Sn dash, then first An is nth term, Sn dash is summation of n terms, is the sum of another GP, an and Sn dash is the sum of another GP, which is 1 by n. Then we have to calculate Sn. So let's move to the solution part after 10 seconds. Okay, let's discuss the solution. We know that in a GP, an is a r to the power n minus 1, right? And summation of GP is a 1 minus r to the power n upon 1 minus r. And we have another GP having terms are 1 by n, and Sn is and Sn dash is the sum of n terms, right? So Sn dash is basically 1 by a into 1 minus 1 by r to the power n upon 1 minus 1 by r. First term is 1 by a and common difference is 1 by r, right? So after solving this, we get a 1 minus r to the power n upon 1 minus r into 1 by a an, which is c, a into 1 minus r to the power n upon 1 minus r is basically Sn. So Sn into 1 by a1 an, right? So Sn is a over an Sn dash, right? So I think option B is the right choice. A1 an Sn dash. Now let's move to the next question, question number 9. If the sum of first 10 terms of the series, this is 16 by 5m, then m is equal to. So let's move to the solution after 10 seconds. Okay, let's discuss the solution. So S10 is 1 mix 3 by 5 square plus 2 mix 2 by 5 square plus 3 mix 1 by 5 square till 10 terms, right? So 1 mix 3 by 5 can be written as 8 upon 5 plus 12 upon 5 square plus 16 upon 5 square plus 4 square till last term is 25 upon 5 square. Now take 1 by 5 square as common, right? When we take 1 by 5 square common, we get 8 square plus 12 square plus 16 square. Now see, this is 4 square. So we multiply 5 square, right? Because we have taken 1 by 5 square as common. So this will be 20 square plus 24 square till 10 terms. Now, again take 4 square as common. 4 square as common. So when we take 4 square as common, so 4 square upon 5 square, 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square till 10 terms. So 4 square upon 5 square is, what is, it is starting with 2, so 10th term will be 11 square. So 4 square upon 5 square, 2 square plus 3 square till 11 square. So it is 16 upon 25. Add 1 square and subtract 1 square. So 1 square plus 2 square till 11 square minus 1 square. Now apply 1 square till 11 square is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 upon 6. Right, after solving this, we get 16 upon 25 into 505, and it is equal to 16 upon 5m. So after solving, we get m as 101. So I think option B is the right choice, 101. Let's move to the question number 10. If m is the arithmetic mean of two distinct real numbers, L and n, if m is the arithmetic mean of two distinct real numbers, L and n, Ln greater than 1, and G1, G2, and G3 are the three geometric means between L and n, then G1 power 4 plus 2 G2 power 4 plus G3 power 4 is equal to. So let's move to the solution part after 10 seconds. Okay. So m is the arithmetic mean of L and n. So L plus n can be written as 2m. And G1, G2, G3 are geometric means between L and n. So L, G1, G2, G3 and R in GP. Let R be common ratio of this GP. So G1 is LR, G2 is LR squared, G3 is LR cube, right? So n is basically LR to the power 4. So R common ratio can be found by L upon R to the power 1 by 4. Now G1 to the we have calculated G1, G2, G3 and so on. So G1 to the power 4 plus G2, 2G2 to the power 4 plus G3 to the power 4. We have all the three. So G1 we put LR, G2 we put LR square, and G3 we put LR cube. After solving this, we get L to the power 4, R to the power 4 into 1 plus 2 R to the power 4 plus R to the power 8. Right, after solving this, we get L to the power 4 into R to the power 4 into R to the power 4 plus 1 square. Now we put R is equal to this. Hence R is n by L to the power 1 by 4. After putting this, we get L to the power 4 into n by R is equal to n by L to the power 1 by 4. So n by L into n plus L upon L to the power square. So it is basically Ln 4m square, right? Because n plus L is 2m, right? So we get answer as 4L m square n. So I think option B is the right choice. Let's move to question number 11. We have to find sum of this series. So let's move to the solution part after 10 seconds. Okay. So given we have given series with A is root 2 plus 1 and R is root 2 minus 1, right? Because R is 1 upon C, 1 upon root 2 minus 1, right? 1 upon root 2 plus 1. So after rationalizing it, root 2 minus 1 upon root 2 minus 1, we get root 2 minus 1. Right, so common ratio is root 2 minus 1. So required sum is A upon 1 minus R. So A is root 2 plus 1 and R is 1 upon 1 minus root 2 minus 1. So we get root 2 plus 1 upon 2 root 2 minus root 2. Now in the denominator there is rational part. So we generally rationalize it. So after rationalizing root 2 plus 1 upon 2 minus root 2. So we multiply and divide by 2 plus root 2 and 2 plus root 2. After solving, we get 4 plus 3 root 2 upon 2. So option D is the right choice. Now, let's move to question number 12. The largest term common to the sequence this and this. So after 10 seconds, we will move to the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part. See, it can be seen clearly that common terms are basically first term is 31, right? 31 is common between them. Next common term will be 41 because here it is increasing by 10 terms, right? So next common term will be 41, 51 and so on. Now 100th term of first series is A plus n minus 1 into D. So A plus 99 into D, which is 991. And 100th term of the second series is A plus 99 into 5. 31 plus 99 into 5, which is 526. Right? So largest common term will be 526, right? Because after 526, this sequence is stopped. Right? So largest common terms are 526. Then how many terms are common? Let's find. First common term is 31 and largest common term is 526. So an is 526, a plus n minus 1 into d is basically 10. So 526 is equal to 31 plus n minus 1 into 10. After solving, we get n is 50.5. But n is an integer, right? So take n is 50, n equal to 50. Because n equal to 51 means we have crossed the largest common term, right? We do not have to cross the largest common term, right? So n is an integer, so n will be equal to 50. Hence largest common term is 30 a plus n minus 1 into d. N is 50 since, so 31 plus 50 minus 1 into 10, which is 521. So option D is the right choice, 521. Let's move to the next question, question number 13. If A, B, C are in GP and X is arithmetic mean between A and B, and Y is arithmetic mean between B and C, then we have to choose these things. So let's move to the solution part after 10 seconds. Okay. Since A, B, C are in GP, so B square is equal to AC. Also, X is arithmetic mean between A and B, right? So X is A plus B by 2. And Y is arithmetic mean between B and C. So Y is equal to B plus C by 2. Now, we have to actually calculate C by options. We have to calculate A by X plus C by Y, right? So calculate consider A by X plus C by Y. Put the values of X and Y. So it is 2a plus 2a upon a plus b plus 2c upon b plus c. Now by taking LCM and solving this, we get 2 into AB plus BC plus 2AC upon AB plus BC plus 2AC. So right answer is 2. So I think option B is the right choice. Let's discuss question number 14. Suppose A, B, C are in AP and A square, B square and C square are in GP. If A, B, C, that means A is smaller than B is smaller than C, and A plus B plus C is equal to 3 by 2, then calculate the value of A. So let's move to the solution part after 10 seconds. Okay, let's move to the solution. Since A, B, C are in AP, so 2B is equal to A plus C. Also, A square, B square and C square are in GP. So B to the power 4 is equal to A square C square. That is B square is equal to A square C square. So B to the power 4 is equal to A square C square. Now A plus B plus C is 3 by 2. Right. Now put A plus C is equal to 2B. So 3B is equal to 3 by 2. This implies B is equal to 1 by 2. Right. Now B is equal to 1 by 2. So we can calculate AC with equation 2. Right. So AC is 1 by 4 or 1 by AC is 1 by 4 or minus 1 by 4. Case 1. When A plus C is 1 and AC is 1 by 4. Right. So in this case, we can say that A minus C square is equal to A plus C square minus 4AC. Right. Which is equal to 0 after putting A plus C and AC. So we can say that A is equal to C, but A not equal to C, as in question it is given that A is less than C. Right. So case 1 contradicts the fact, right? So case 1 is not right. Now let's suppose case 2, when A plus C is 1 and AC is minus 1 by 4. In this case, A minus C square is basically A plus C square, which is 1 plus 1, right? 1 plus 1, which is 2. So A minus C is plus minus root 2. But A is less than C, right? Since A is less than C, so A minus C will be negative, right? So A minus C is minus root 2. Now we have two equations. A minus C is minus root 2 and A plus C is 1, right? So after solving this and this, you can see that 2A minus C and plus C will eliminate, is equal to 1 minus root 2, right? So A will be 1 by 2 minus 1 by root 2, right? So A is 1 by 2 minus 1 by root 2. Option D is the right choice. Let's move to question number 15. For any three positive real numbers A, B and C, if this term 9 into 25 A square plus B square plus 25 into C square minus 3AC is equal to 15B 3A plus C, then what options are correct? Let's move to the solution part after 10 seconds. Okay, we have basically, after simplifying this equation, we get 225A square plus 9B square plus 25C square minus 75AC minus 45AB minus 15BC is equal to 0. So after solving this, we get C 225A square can be written as 15A whole square, 9B square can be written as 3B whole square, 25C square can be written as 5C whole square, and 75AC can be written as minus of 15A into 5C, right? Minus of 15A into 3B minus of 3B into 5C. So it is basically of the form A square plus B square plus C square minus AB minus BC minus CA. And this we know that is equal to 1 by 2 A minus B square plus B minus C square, right? We all know, plus C minus A square. Clear? So it can be written as like this. Now this is, since this is basically equal to 0, so when it will become 0, it is square. So 3 square can be equal to 0 when each particular square should be 0, right? So 15A is equal to 3B, 3B is equal to 5C, and 5C is equal to 15A. Now we can now after solving this we got 15a is equal to 3b is equal to 5c. Right. After simplification we get a upon 1 is equal to b upon 5. That is divide the whole equation by 15. We get then b upon 5 is equal to c upon 3. Let's suppose equal to lambda. So a is equal to lambda, b is equal to 5 lambda, and c is equal to 3 lambda. Right. So B, C, A are in AP. So option B is the right choice. Let's move to the question number 16. If S1, S2, S3 are the sum of infinite geometric series whose first terms are 1, 2, 3 and common ratios are 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4 respectively, then we have to calculate S1 square plus S2 square plus S3 square till S10 square. So let's move to the solution part after 10 seconds. Here, SR is the sum of infinite GP and R is the first term and 1 by R is the common difference, right? So SR is R upon 1 minus 1 by R plus 1. Clear? So after solving, we get SR as R plus 1, which is equal to summation of R equal to 1 to 10. Summation of R equal to 1 to 10, SR square is equal to, when we put R equal to 1, 2 square plus 3 square till 11 square. So we get 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 11 square. We add 1 square and subtract 1 square. So after solving this, we can solve n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 upon 6. After solving, we get answer as 505. So answer C, option C is the right choice. Now, let's move to question number 17. We have two statements and we have to see which option is true. So let's move to the solution part after 10 seconds. Okay, let's move to the solution. Statement 1. S is 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 4 plus 6 plus 9 plus 9 plus 12 plus 16 till 361 plus 380 plus 400, right? So 1 can be written as 0 plus 0 plus 1, 1 plus 2 plus 4, 4 plus 6 plus 9 till. Now we can clearly observe that elements are in the observe the elements in the each bracket, right? The general term of the series can be R minus 1 square plus R minus 1 into R, right? Plus R square, right? It is basically R minus 1 square, clear? Then R minus 1 into R, then R square. General term is this. Now, Sn is basically summation of R equal to 1 to n, R minus 1 square plus R minus 1 into R plus R square. So, since this is in GP, we can calculate summation of, it will equal to summation of R equal to 1 to n R cube minus R minus 1 cube upon R minus R minus 1. Since we know that A cube minus B cube is A minus B into A square plus B, AB plus B square. So it will equal to, this term will equal to summation of R equal to 1 to n R cube minus R minus 1 cube. After solving and rearranging, we get S20 as 8000. So hence statement 1 is correct. Now statement 2. We have already proved in the statement 1 that Sn is summation of R equal to 1 to n cube. Hence statement 2 is also correct and it is the correct explanation for statement 1. So I think option A is the right choice. Right. So thank you.